Yeah, thank you everyone for joining this session. And this is my second webinar on weight loss journey. And first webinar I did on weight loss, active lifestyle, and intermittent fasting. This is for foods. And why I created this webinar is like we should know like what we are eating and how it is impacting our health. So the thing is people don't know why they're not losing weight and all, and they just get frustrated if they don't lose it. So we need to understand what exactly happens when we eat food and how it impacts our health. So I'll go through it. Okay. So, feeding your future. This is the webinar preview, and I'll go through each item. So, we'll start with the introduction and then the science of nutrition, and then we'll go through the impact of nutrition on our health, and then we'll go through the decoding of packet labels because some people don't understand like what contents are there in that packaged foods. So we need to understand those things because that is directly impacting our health. And then we will go through the role of macronutrients, and then we will understand micronutrients and their importance, and then we'll go through that power of dietary fiber, why we need that dietary fiber, and then diet and weight management. And then after that we'll go through that understanding different diets and their effects. So there are a lot of diets. I follow intermittent fasting, but there are a lot of diets. I'll go through it. And then healthy eating plate, I'll show you that healthy eating plate, and then I'll share you the reference credits and endnote. So let's go with the introduction. Yeah, so welcome everyone. Before I start, I will ask you a very basic question. Anyone has done any weight loss diet or anything, and they cannot adopt in their life? Just a single sentence will work. So anyone can share their thoughts. If they did any weight loss journey and they adopted these food diets and they were able to success, or they were not able to do it, just a quick feedback or anything you can share with me. There is one message. No, I have not followed. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Okay. The science of nutrition and the foundation of healthy eating. So understanding the science of nutrition is very crucial, making informed food choices. We need to understand the nutrients, we need to understand the calories, we need to understand the metabolism, and we need to understand the digestion. So nutrition is the building blocks for our body. So whatever we eat, we get some nutrition, and this is form of calories. So whatever food we eat is form of calorie for measurement in food. So whenever we eat anything, that is form of calorie, and that contains some nutrition. And metabolism is your body's engine that processes food. So whenever we eat something, and that food is processed through that metabolism, and it affects our weight. Some people has good metabolism, some people had bad metabolism. And digestion is like how your body breaks down your food to extract the nutrition. So these all are related to your weight loss, or if you're not gaining weight, if you're not losing weight, so all are related to it. So we'll go through that impact of nutrition on health, unveiling the power of nutrient rich eating. So preventive health, like a balanced diet can help you prevent chronic disease like heart diseases, diabetes, and certain cancers. I was having a type 2 diabetes, and I adopted this less carbs diet. I was on less carb diet. I was managing that less carbs and high in protein. But initially, when I started that less carbs and high protein, I got a very side effect of constipation. So whenever you are going on any kind of diet, it might affect you a different way. So for me, when I went on high protein diet, it affected me in a different way, because I was having too much protein in my body. I started with walk. I then started going to gym after 2 3 months, and then I went on high protein diet. And I was eating lean protein, and I was on eating very less carbs, and that affected and that caused my constipation. So I understood, like, you cannot just go in high protein diet, or you cannot just go in high carbs or high fats diet. So you need to balance it. So that was my first, you can say, first learning when I went on high protein diet. And type 2 diabetes, I recovered through balancing my carbs intake and protein intake and fat intake. So I balanced those, and I gradually means recovered from type 2 diabetes. So some foods, they will increase your energy level. So if you have some food, they will increase your energy level. Some food, they will be good for your immunity. Because when I followed these diets, as I mentioned in my previous one, I have not been ill for last 1.5 years, because of my regular activity and following a good diet. And some foods will help with your mental health, and your mood, your cognition, and your emotional well-being. Longevity, like, some foods will help you to be in a, like, have a longer life. And there is antioxidant, you can go through it. Antioxidant, like, you can have a green tea where it will like affect you in anti-aging. So you get some longer life, a healthier life, with balancing foods. So any doubt on till now, like any question or any doubt, or if you don't understand anything till now, anyone? Okay, I'll go ahead. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay. So decoding packet labels, making informed food choices. So whenever we eat something, we should know, like, what we are eating. Otherwise, we are not going to be in a good shape, or we are not going to have a good health. So we should know, like, whenever you eat something packaged food, or you are eating, just you're making your own food or anything, you should know, like, how much calorie it contains, how much sugar it contains, how much cholesterol it contains, how much fat it contains, and sodium. And so these affects our protein, these affects our health. So serving size is like, how much portion you have to take from that particular food packet. So, for example, if a food packet is 100 grams, serving size, it might be 1/4. So you should know, like, what is the serving size. And because you cannot eat all all packet at one time, right? So you should know, like, what is the serving size. And in that serving size, they define some calories. Either they will define for that particular serving size, or they will define for whole, like 100 grams. Generally, they keep it 100 grams. So this is screenshot I took from Harvard one, and they did some research, and they have shared this information. And most of the packets have the same way of labeling. They will show you, like, 100 grams per 100 grams, how much calorie it contains, or they will show you per serving how much calorie it is there. So whenever you are consuming, for example, you are consuming oats, you check, like, what is your serving is like 30 gram, and you took some scoop and it is 30 gram. Then you will know, like, how much calorie it is there, how much protein is there, how much carbs it is there, and cholesterol, fats, healthy fats, and if that food is containing in trans fat. So you have to understand these things. So whenever you are eating, just go through their label. I always check their label, because I was type 2 diabetes, and I don't eat any added sugar. Okay. So I always, whenever I am eating anything, I just check their contents, what they have. Or nutrition, you can check what nutrition they are having. And there is a percentage daily value, DV. So percentage daily value is like, in your consumption is, for example, 2000 calorie for a day, or someone else has a 2500 calorie per day. So they will show like how much percentage of that one you will get from this one, this particular portion. So you understand that percentage daily value. Ingredients, some add like additions, they add like for example, they add some vitamins, minerals they add, so you can check additions. Allergies, you can check allergies. If you have any allergy, you can check if that food is containing any allergy. And some have health claims like low sodium salt. So they started with low sodium salt, or some company they will claim as high fiber. So you should know like what is which company is claiming what, and should understand their health claims. And dates, we should understand like what is the expiry, when it is going to expire. The more the fresh is, more the better. So you keep in mind, always check for the fresh one. Try to take the fresh one. If you go in stores, you'll see like they will keep the older items in front, and fresh items backside. These are some tricks they play. So you always see like when they package. So these are some way you can understand these packet labels. It is very important. You should understand this, because whenever you are on a healthy life, or you are on a healthy diet, or on losing weight or anything, you just go through their packet labeling. And you can so people, they don't lose weight is they don't understand these things. They don't know how much they are eating. So that is the main reason they don't lose weight, or they don't have a healthy lifestyle, because they don't know how much they are eating. So first thing is like you always understand these packet labels, how much calories they have, serving size, nutrition, their daily value, ingredients. So all the things you just go through it once. Maybe initially it will take some time to understand it, but with time you will just see the label. You will know, okay, my daily intake is 2000 calorie or 2500 calorie. If I have one portion, it will have 300 calorie for me, or 200 calorie for me, like that. So I divide my breakfast, lunch, dinner, like 500 calorie breakfast, 500 calorie lunch, and 500 calorie dinner. I divide that. And the morning snacks, I like 11 o'clock I'll have some fruits. And evening snacks, some times I eat dry fruits or something, like 3 o'clock or somewhere. So like that, I know how much calorie I'm eating. That is the main reason I'm not putting on weight. And that is the main reason you might not be losing weight. So you always check these packet labels, and always try to add whatever you eating, you add in any app. There is a lot of app you can see, or you can search in Google. There are a lot of apps you can. I used Healthify Me. Last time I also mentioned, it is not a brand promotion, but I am just letting you know, I used Healthify Me. I used to add my whole day: morning snacks, and lunch, evening snacks, and dinner. So everything I used to add in one shot in morning itself. I used to decide what I will eat for the day, and I used to follow that. So it is it will motivate you, and you will not know, means you will not have more calories, because you know like whole day what you are going to eat. So I take my dinner from my home only, and lunch I do in my office, and dinner I do at around 5 o'clock. I am on intermittent fasting, so I do breakfast, lunch, dinner all within 8 hours. I do 16 8 hours fast, and I manage from morning till dinner time till evening what I will eat. I know everything, and based on that I eat it. When you start this adding, you will see like you will start gradually getting into shape. So you understand these labels, you understand the calories, why it is important to know how much you are consuming. And so I told you like there is a calorie deficit. So when you if your body needs 2000 calorie, and you if you eat 1500 calorie, you will have a 500 calorie deficit. And if you are having 500 calorie deficit a week, you will have a 3500 calorie deficit. And if you have a 3500 calorie deficit, you will lose around 0.5 kg or 1 lb. So this is the math. So you have to understand the math. It is nothing if you join any weight loss company or anywhere fitness, they will not tell you, they will not force you to do anything. They will just try to reduce your calorie intake, and they will try to make you in calorie deficit. It is not any science behind it. You just need to understand the math. Math is like you should know you are eating, your daily intake is 2000 calorie, you eat 1500 calorie. Don't make it quick, you make it gradual. How you can make is, like if you eat 2000 calorie, you reduce it to 1800 calorie, and for a week you try, and then you reduce it to 1600 calorie or 1700 calorie, or then you try to check how it is impacting your body. Don't try to directly jump into 1500 calorie or 1200 calorie or 1100 calorie. It will have a very bad effect on your body. So don't try to directly jump on these diets. You try to understand your body need, because when people start doing gym, and their body needs more calorie. Okay, so in that case, if go on 1500 calorie or 1200 calorie, they will start facing a lot of issues with their body. They will be not feeling rest, and they will have a lot of adverse effect. So don't directly add this quick diet change. You try it gradually, like if you are eating, so right now if you know how much you are eating and how much is your BMR, you will understand it, how you have to go down. So you understand your BMR, and then you try to log what you're eating. Just try from today or tomorrow, you try to log whatever you're eating. Don't just remove anything. You try to add everything. You, what you have done in breakfast, what you have done in lunch, what you have done at dinner time, you add everything, and you understand how much calorie you are eating. So you'll see you are eating more than you need. So if your calorie intake should be 2000, you will be eating 3000 or 4000. You don't know how much you're eating. And okay, so any doubt on these packet labeling or calories? If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Anyone? Any question on these?
Hi Ajay.
Yeah, hi, Pooja.
Hi. So this health claim you mentioned, like look for terms like low sodium and high fiber. This I didn't get.
Mm. This health claim, like some companies, they will add there, like this is our salt, it is low sodium salt. Okay, recently I saw some company, Tata or someone, they were showing out somewhere ad I saw, like low sodium or something, or high fiber. You will see in oats, you will see they will show high fiber, this one. So you will see these there in their labels. They will, or on their packaging, they will add these things. It is low sodium because sodium affects our blood pressure. So they try to make people buy their foods, and they claim as that is a low sodium or high fiber foods they have.
Okay, got it.
So let's go on next slide. So the role of macronutrients, we need to understand the protein, carbs, and fat. So we should eat these. It is not like you are going to gym or you're not going to gym, you don't need protein. Okay, protein is very much needed for your muscle and tissue support. And if you start going gym, you need more protein. So normal protein, if you are having 40 grams, 50 grams or something, and if you go to gym or anything, you're doing hard physical exercise, you need more protein. But in a regular day-to-day life, you need protein. So don't think you don't need protein or anything. You need protein, and for your muscle and tissue support, and also it boosts your immune system, and for growth and repair. Like whenever we do any physical activity, even though if you walk, we break something, right? We break muscles or something. So we need protein for that, for recovery. So it is not like you're going to gym only, then you should have protein. It is a myth. You should have protein in your day-to-day life. And protein sources, you can see lean meats, poultry, fish, beans, tofu, tempeh, lentils, and paneer. So these are some healthy sources you can have proteins. And if you are having meat or anything, when I was on high protein, I used to take chicken breast, and I was taking like 250 grams or something in lunch, and also I was having egg white. So egg white is having 17 calorie, and one egg full is having 70 calorie. Okay, and I used to have around 10 egg whites a day. So and one egg white, it will have around 4 grams protein. So I'll have around 40 grams of protein with that, and 50 grams of protein I used to have from chicken breast. And I used to have complex carb from for example brown rice. I used to have salad. So like that, I was not having normal this white rice or these things or chapati or anything. I was totally dependent on this high protein. But when I understood this is very bad for your health, you cannot directly start having this high protein diet, and it affected me. Then I made it balanced. Carbohydrates, it is very important for your energy. So and it controls your blood sugar, and it also add the fiber. I will talk about fiber in I have added in some slide that is very important for our health. And you can get carbs. You have normal carbs, you have complex carbs. So whole grains, you can have a complex carbs, you can get from fruits, you can get from carbs. And basically when we eat sugar, that is also form of carbs. Okay, so whenever we eat added sugar or anything, that is, so we add more carbs in our body, and then we start putting on more weight. So we have to understand, we don't need to take more carbs. We have to know, we have to take a balanced one. We have to balance between protein, carbs, and fat. So don't go like you might be having high carbs right now, so you just balance it with protein and fats. Okay, so you try to know what is your daily how much you are having carbs, and how much you are having protein, and how much you are having fat. You try to understand it, and you balance this. So if you don't balance it, you might be gaining more weight. So you try to understand these. The fats, we should always take healthy fats, no trans fat, healthy fats, saturated, unsaturated fats. And it is for your energy. It will add in your cell structure maintenance. And for vitamins absorption, it is very important. So we should have fats in our daily routine. And their sources, you can see avocado, nuts, seeds, olive oil, and flaxseed. So these are some sources I have added. You can go through these, or you can check any other sources. So try to add healthy fats. It is very important. When I I was having around 30 to 40 grams of healthy fats. So I try to maintain protein, carbs, and fat. I don't go on high carbs. I don't go on high protein, or don't go on high fat. So I always try to maintain these. It is very important to maintain it. Otherwise, you will gain weight and you will not lose it, and you will have an unhealthy lifestyle. So that was macronutrients, and now we will talk about micronutrients and their importance. So we need vitamins and minerals. Vitamins, we need vitamin A, C, D. There are more vitamins like B12 and others. So you can also check it out. I wrote few here because you can also go through them. There are a lot of vitamins you should also know. And so vitamin A, it is essential for our vision, immune function, and skin health. So you can get from carrots, sweet potatoes. You can have spinach or mangoes. These are the sources. Vitamin C, it is for your immunity and wound healing. So you for vitamin C, you can have citrus fruits, and that strawberries, bell peppers, and broccoli. So or any other sources you can know. Vitamin D, it is for your calcium absorption in your body and in your bone. And You can get it from sunlight. You can get it from fortified daily products. Fortified products are like where vitamins are added there, and so that you should check. As I told you in previous slide, you can know what is the calories or what is the ingredients they have mentioned in their labels. You can check, and they will mention that fortified, like how means they have added any extra vitamins or minerals there. You can know. And fatty fish, through fatty fish you can get the vitamin D. Minerals, we need calcium, iron, potassium. Other you can also know like what other minerals I have added the important one for our health. So calcium, it is important for our strong bones and teeth, and so you can get from dairy products. You can get from leafy greens or fortified cereals, and iron essential for oxygen transport in our blood, and that you can get from red meat. Whenever you are having red meat, please watch on it because it will increase your cholesterol. So if you're on high cholesterol, try to reduce it or try to not take much. And you can get it from beans, spinach, and fortified grains. Potassium, it regulates your heart rhythm and muscle function. You can get it from banana, potatoes, oranges, beans, or you can get it from with coconut water. So that is also contains potassium. You can
Report in progress.
Yeah, any question till now on these macronutrients or micronutrients? Because if I go till end, you might forget what to ask. Any questions or anything you don't understand on these? Okay. Okay, so the power of dietary fiber, their benefits and sources. What is dietary fiber? It is non-digestible plant component, soluble fiber, insoluble types fiber. There are two types of fiber. One is soluble, that is absorbed like water, and one is insoluble fiber that is not absorbed in water, but it helps in your bowel movement. So these two types of fibers are there. It benefits are like it adds in your digestion, and it supports your weight management. It regulates your blood sugar. It enhances your heart health. It helps with your good colon. So I told you it helps with your bowel movement. So you try to add good fiber. Otherwise, if you're not having fiber in your body, you might in your food you might see like you are having constipation or anything. So you try to add a fiber in your food, and sources are you should always have a fruits in a day. You keep one time morning snack like 10 or 11, whatever, adjust your time. You always add a seasonal fruit or any fruit, you add it. I always take fruits, and I always take seasonal fruit. I always take this apple sometimes. So I switch between. So I am not taking one fruit. I just switch between fruits. And vegetables, have more vegetables. Nuts you can have, and whole grain you can have. So recommended intake that totally varies on your age, or what is your age. Based on that it varies. Try to have around 30 grams of this fiber. You will see that effect if you have around 30 grams of fiber. You can know by watching, by tracking it in any app, like whatever you are eating, you add it, it will tell how much fiber it contains. Okay, so you can know, like if you are eating apple, how much fiber it will contain, or you are eating chapati, how much fiber it will contain. You will know it. So you should know like how much fiber you are containing a day. Try to have around 30 grams of fiber. Okay, it will really help you. It will help with your bowel movement, and constipation and all you will not get if you have this fiber. So, some tips for more fiber: you can choose whole grains. Whole grains you can have more fruits. Try to eat more fruits and veggies, and nuts. You can add dry fruits. I always eat like morning or morning snack or evening snack. I always have a dry fruit. That is my routine. I always take dry fruits. I always take fruits, and I always follow a healthy diet. And check the food levels. Always check, as I mentioned, always check the food levels. What is they are containing. You always you should know what are in the food. So whatever you are eating, always try to add. Initially it will be very difficult for you to maintain it, but with time, gradually you will understand why I forced you to start adding these things. Because once you start adding these things, you will know what you're consuming. Once you know what you're consuming, you know how much you have to burn to be in calorie deficit. And once you are in calorie deficit, you are going to lose weight. Okay, it is not going like you will gain weight. Okay, but be true to yourself. You add everything you are eating. You know what is your lifestyle. That is very much important. If you're going on a healthy life, it is very much important. You are eating bad things or eating good things. You always add it. If it is going high in fat, you will know it is going high in fat. You have where you have to work it, right? If you don't track it, you will not know what you are doing wrong. So always track it. It will be beneficial for you. Long term, it will be very beneficial. When I started tracking for last. I tracked it one year, 1.5 year. Now I know most of the food, like whatever I eat. For example, I eat chapati. How much calorie it is? 80 calorie or something. I used to eat egg white. It was 17 calorie. Whole egg, it is 70 calorie. How much protein it contains? I generally now I know. So once you make that habit, you will know like which food is containing how much, and then you will avoid eating more. So, but initially you will not know if you're eating more or eating less. You will not know. So once you have this habit, later on you can stop adding it, or you can just understand, okay, I need 1500 calorie to manage my weight. I'm eating this, and this is my whole day intake. Okay, so diet and weight management, achieving your health goals, caloric balance. I told you previously also, and again I'm telling you, eat right amount of calories for your weight goals. Excess is weight gain. Whenever you eat more, you will have weight gain. Whenever you eat less, you will lose weight. Keep in mind, this is not very difficult. I For last 1 year I am not going to gym. Initially when I started going to gym, uh, I went for around 8 months and I lost some weight, but I was not understanding more about these things. I thought maybe through gym only people reduce weight, but this is not the way. You can reduce by being a very active, adding a intermittent fasting or any fasting. I'll talk about fasting things in next slide. Anything you adopted, but you understand how we lose weight. That is very much important, to know how we lose weight. It is very easy. You just understand what you are eating. You try to add it from today tomorrow. You try to add those things in any app. You check any app, try to add it, and you know you are eating excess food or you are eating less. So if you have a deficit of 500 calorie, definitely you will lose 500 grams a week. That I am sure, because I have my whole record how I lost my weight. Okay, so definitely you will lose weight. So try to add it. And portion control. So portion control is very much important. How much you are eating. When I started, I used to eat a lot. I was on 95 kg. I used to whole my plate will fill with white rice and dal and sabji. Everything will be filled there. So I used to eat so much food, and I was not aware this calorie deficit, excess, nothing. I was like thinking I used to eat 8-10 chapati, and I was thinking why I'm not losing weight. So because if you don't know like what is these things, you will not know exactly reason behind why you are not losing weight. And portion control, you always try to control the portion what you are eating, and you eat in a frequency. Okay, when I started, I used to eat 6 times. Okay, I still do it 5 times, but when I started that time, I used to eat 6 times, and I used to manage it like morning I'll have breakfast, a morning snack, I'll have around 200 calorie. Breakfast I'll have around 400 calorie, and lunch I'll have around 400 calorie, and evening snack I'll have around 200 calorie, and dinner I'll have around 400 calorie. Okay, so it is around 1600 calorie. So I always try to maintain 15 to 1600 calorie, and sometimes I was exceeding around 1800 calorie. But these are days, like you cannot be on diet on all days. Keep in mind, there will be days you might go to 2000, 2500 calorie or 3000 calorie, and it is not bad. I'll tell you, it is not bad. Some days that is your recovery you can think about for your mood or anything, because this is very much important for you to be motivated. Okay, if you are on diet for a year, it will be very difficult to maintain. You cannot maintain more than a week or more than a month. Maybe you are highly motivated, you will go for a month, but you will not be motivated enough uh, to drive it till a year or for your whole life. I always do cheat, but it is a one day in a week or sometimes 2 days, but not beyond that. So try to add that, add cheat day. It is very important for your motivation. I in my previous video I talked about, I was having this I was eating chicken biryani. I in previous video I shared my experience. So on Sunday, every Sunday, I used to have chicken biryani because that was my favorite food. So I cannot have daily. So Sunday I kept it for that chicken biryani. Once I eat that, next day I'll have around 2 kg of weight increase. Okay, but that is a motivation for my next week. Okay, so think about, like if you want motivation for your next week, today you have something, and next day morning, always you try to track your weight. You see what is your current weight. You might see you have increased some 2 kg or 3 kg or 1 kg, anything you will increase it. But keep that as a motivation for next week. Next week you try to not eat anything junk foods or anything. You try to maintain it, and for motivation you will reduce those 2 kg 3 kg whatever you eat it. And next Sunday you think about, okay, next Sunday I'll have again that food, whatever you like it. For me, that was the motivation. Like Sunday, okay, Sunday is coming, I'll have chicken biryani. So like that, you try to any food whichever you like, you keep it for one day. Like initially it will be hard, maybe you can keep it for 2 days or something. But once you are in habit, try to keep it for one day. If you can avoid, that is very good. But for keeping motivation, you try to eat at one day. It is not difficult, you can manage it. And I told you, for fruits, veggies, lean proteins, always try to add in your food. It is very important for your diet and weight management. I'll tell you, I did not gain weight since last 2 years when I started. I do not uh, follow anything extra. For last 1 year, I don't go to gym. I just be on very active. I am very active. I do like 15 to 16,000 steps. I go for run around 2 3. I don't do much. I don't go. Initially, I was going for 5K run and 1 hour of walk when I started that time. And now I realized you don't need to do that much. Okay, you understand your body, how much you need, you do it for that. If you are motivated to do 3 kilometer, go for 3 kilometer. Or you are motivated to go for 1 kilometer, go for 1 kilometer. It is not like that person is doing 5 kilometer 10 kilometer walk or running, I will do the same thing. Once you have this thing, you are not going to lose weight. Don't compare these things. You check your body, how much you need for your motivation. Just work on it. Don't think about anything. It will take some time. It is not going to happen very soon, but it will happen. I For me, from 95 to 68, it took me 2 years. Okay, it took me 2 years, but it happened. I did not know I can lose till 68, because I did not thought about this, because I thought maybe it is very difficult to lose this much weight. So, but it happened. It happened, and recently I achieved it. So it is not difficult. It will take some time. Just think about, every day you try to adopt a new habit. Try to go for walk. Try to add run, but not suddenly, and but gradually you try to add. And these healthy diets you try to add gradually. Don't do it suddenly change. It will be very difficult for you if you do a sudden change. So try to do it. There are some question. Any specific apps to check the calories? Yeah, I used Healthify Me Okay, Pooja already shared. Okay, so I used Healthify Me, and you can use any app. I'm not specific to Healthify Me, but you use any app. Please use any app to track your daily food intake. It is very important. You will know why I'm emphasizing on this food tracking. You will know the reason behind it, how much you are eating, how much you have to lose, that thing. And for tracking how much you are losing, you buy one wristband. I use one wristband and try to know uh, how much calorie I'm burning. So it will tell you everything. Initially when I started, I used mi app and mi one wristband, but I am using a better one now. And when from 2 years I am using these to track how much you're burning. So you add any, or you have any watch or anything which calculates your daily walk or anything, you know how much you're burning. So that eating and burning, keep in mind two things: eating and burning. If you can make a deficit, you will definitely lose weight. You don't need anyone to tell you how to lose weight. You just keep in mind two things: eating, burning, two things. So we'll go through some different diets and their effects. Okay, so there are a lot of diets. I follow intermittent fasting because I can do it according to my lifestyle. But there are diets you can try, and if it is not helpful, you can check other one. You try to do one. Mediterranean diet, it is heart healthy, emphasize on whole grains. You eat lot of whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats. That is a Mediterranean diet. And this consideration, you should think about balanced and sustainable. It is sometimes it is not sustainable for you going on fruits and grains, vegetables. These sometimes it will be difficult. So you try with this one, adding one day or somewhere. Next is keto diet. Some people, they directly jump into keto diet and then think about why it is not sustainable. They will lose weight. Definitely, they will lose weight. But it is, you are not going. Sometimes people will not uh, make it regular because they add a high fat carbs, very low carbs. They add very low carbs intake. They go on high fat, and it is, you will see very fast you reduced your weight. It will very fast you reduce, but it is not sustainable. Because it might sustainable for you, it might not be sustainable for other people. But you have to know if you can maintain it or not. You just try it. But if you cannot maintain it, you can check on other diet. And like you have to be very strict adherence, because you will have very low carbs. Okay, and strictly you have to follow high fat things. You have to eat high fat things. And nutrition balance will be like, you'll not have carbs, and so protein you'll not have, so balance will not be there. So you need to think about that balance thing. You will lose weight, definitely you will lose weight, but it might give you a adverse effect or anything, because you are going, I told you I went on direct high protein diet. It affected me. So keto diet, some people it affects more on their life. So you check how you can adopt any these diets. And vegetarian, vegan diets, it is we eat plant based food, or these things. I was huge fan of non-vegetarian, but I become vegetarian since last 2 months. I just quit non-vegetarian things. I am totally vegetarian now. It is my choice. It is not a force, but it is my choice to be a vegetarian. So there may be like a nutrition deficiency in vegan diet. You can just go through it. Vegan diet, you'll not have. Vegan diet is like, you don't have these animals related, for example milk, paneer or anything. So there maybe you can get some deficiency. But it is your body. You will know better if you get or don't get. So you can know better. And paleo diet, it is whole, focus on whole foods. it is having potential for weight loss, and very limited food groups you'll have, and that option may be very challenging. You can learn about paleo diet in Google. You can search what is paleo diet. And intermittent fasting, which I follow, it is my what I understood. When I started my weight loss journey, I was not having dinner after 6, but I was not knowing I am following intermittent fasting, because these terms I was not knowing. And I understood some different culture like Jain and other culture. They follow these after sunset. They don't eat it. They have a their understanding, or they have their belief. I understood and I tried to add it in my uh, routine. And why after post my after 6 I don't eat it is like I sleep around 9 p.m. Okay, I sleep around 9 p.m. and whenever I'm going to sleep, I have my uh, food adopted, like adjusted in my body. And I when you're going uh, eating food and just jumping on bed and sleeping, your body will take whole night to process that and digest that. Okay, your body will not have time to repair itself. You have to understand your body repairs itself. I was not knowing like your body repairs itself. When I started this intermittent fasting, I thought maybe I will not have energy in morning. When I am like around 9 o'clock, I'm going to sleep. I'm too tired. I sleep within 2 minutes. I sleep within 2 minutes. Just close my eyes. I'll sleep. Earlier, when I used to sleep 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, it used to take me 2 hours, 3 hours. I'll be lying down on bed and I'll not have sleep. And I have very quality sleep, because when I go to sleep, my body is absorbed, my food is absorbed in my body. And whatever time I'm sleeping, that time it will repair my body. So when I wake up, I feel very fresh. I wake up at 4 o'clock, I feel very fresh, energetic. I can go for run, I can go for walk. That much energetic I am. And I eat my breakfast at 9 a.m. So from 4 to 9 a.m. I have one time I'll have black coffee at 4:30 a.m. and 7:30 around I'll have my green tea, no sugar, nothing. So this is it affects when you eat and go to bed. And if you have a gap while going to bed, you keep a gap of 2 to 3 hours. You will see the result. You will feel fresh when you wake up in morning, and it will add in your this weight loss journey and life transformation. Low carb diet, that is the last one. That is for blood sugar control. I was having type 2 diabetes, but I did not go very low carb diet. I was having a moderate one. I was having a moderate carbs and these protein and healthy fats. So I managed from starting these things. I started tracking what I'm eating. It will show like you went ahead in fat, or you had a very high protein. It will tell everything. So you try to add these things, tracking, and try to follow any diets. And don't directly jump. Gradually you add it and try to follow any diet. It will definitely help you. And don't directly jump on any diet. You try to understand your body, how it is reacting. And if you have any like you are having type 2 diabetes or anything, don't directly jump on intermittent fasting, low carb diet or anything. You try to understand your body, how it is adopting anything. You try to understand it, then only you will know. I cannot tell you how your body will react. This is the information I'm providing you. You try to check how it is impacting on your body. How intermittent fasting helped me. In last 6 months, I started on and off. But last 3 months, I'm doing 2 to 3 months. I'm doing regular, and I adopted one day 16:8, and next day, then I started adopting it. So I tried one day. I thought maybe I'll do weekly ones, but then I saw I can do it because I have a migraine problem, and so that's why I cannot be hungry for longer. So I tried for one day 16:8. It worked. I tried next day, it worked, and then I adopted it. Then 2 months I did not quit it. Continuous, I was having 16 and I reduced around 6 kg in these 3 months. I reduced around 6 kg. So any doubt on these diets and their effects? Anyone, any doubt? You can, if you don't understand anything, you can ask me. Any question? Anyone? Okay, let's go to, yeah, let's go to the next one. Okay, healthy eating plate. Okay, so healthy eating plate, you should know what you're having. Vegetables you should have. You should have whole grains. You should have healthy protein. You should have fruits. From starting, I'm telling you, this is your healthy plate, and always have water. Water, not generally, don't take at the time of food, before or after food, after having some break like 30 minutes or anything. You can have water, but try to add more water in your body, like 2 to 3 liter. I always drink 2 to 3 liter, around 3 liter of water, and it will definitely help you. It will keep you full whole day, and you will not feel hungry. I was not having a lot of water initially, and when I adopted, I every half an hour I will have 1 glass of water. I And if I'm in office, I used to have 1 glass of water, and if I'm not having glass, I will have a bottle, and that I try to office. I try to have 2 to 3 liter, but I home also I have these habit. I drink water. So add these waters. You add uh, black coffee or tea, green tea, or these things you can add in your routine. And sugar, you try to avoid sugar. It is not good for your health, because you add more carbs in your body. Once you add more carbs, it will start having fats in your body. So you try to avoid these extra sugars. You try to avoid it, and try to eat whole grains, healthy protein, as I mentioned. Eat a healthy protein, and eat plenty of fruits. At least add one fruits in your life a day. You add one fruits. Okay, you eat every day one fruits. Keep it a habit, eating one fruit. And sorry, and add more vegetarians. I try to add more calories, means more colors in your uh, vegetables. Try in your plate, try to add more colors. These vegetables, you try to use it. Try to add healthy oils. Healthy oils, you can add olive oils or any other oils which is healthy. You can check it, and try to balance these things. If you balance these things, it is very easy for you to be on a healthy lifestyle. So it is not difficult. It is very easy if you follow these things. You don't have to do strictly, you have to follow it. You can try to adjust accordingly. These are some references and credits from where I understood these things. So I've added the references. If you want to know more about these things, you can go through them. You can understand like how these things are. If you want to understand more about, maybe I missed something, or you want to have more knowledge, try to know more, have more knowledge about these things, because this is the basic for your healthy lifestyle. If you don't understand your food, it is very difficult for you to be a healthy person. It is very difficult. You try to understand what you're eating, how much it is impacting your life. Try to understand it. So this is all I wanted to share with you all, guys. So I hope it will help you to transform your life, and you understand how these food impact on your body, and you try to adopt any habit. Don't make it make a quick change. Try to add it gradually. Try to add so for example, today you can add start tracking it. Maybe you can start tracking, or you add one food. Maybe you're eating fruit, so you add any more things there. You try to add lean protein or any protein sources. try to understand these things. It is not difficult. You will definitely be on a healthy lifestyle. It is not difficult. Try to understand these foods. It is very important. So thank you so much. Any question, anything you don't understand, just let me know. Or in chat, you can ask me anything, or you don't understand anything, you just let me know. I'll try to make it clear.
Hi, Ravi this side.
Hey Ravi, hi.
So actually everything is very helpful for us, but the problem is how we can start so that we can lose the weight, we look beautiful, then what this change our habit like that. So how we can start? That is the first point. We are not able to wake up morning, we are not able to drink water properly.
Okay, got it. How we need to start, that is the first thing, right? And I have tried to motivate people in my group there in that WhatsApp group, everywhere I try to motivate. The first thing is you have to take the first step. What you have to take, don't think about your end goal, like what you have to become or anything. You just try to adopt one habit. Habit what you can adopt is, today what you can do is, you, in my last video I shared how you can start going for a walk. Okay, so I explained everything there. If you want to have a healthy eat a healthy food, you try to add one thing. Okay, try to add one thing. For example, today you try to add fruit. Okay, you try to add fruit, and from tomorrow or today you try to add these track. So you install app, you track it, you track what you are eating. Maybe whole day, for whole day what you are eating, you cannot track it for today, but you track for morning. Okay, you start today to track your morning food, what you are eating. You try to maintain it for a week, then you track what you're eating lunch. Okay, so from morning to lunch you track it from next week. Okay, you try to track it, then gradually you try to add your evening snack, dinner, because one day you cannot track everything and you will feel very exhausted because it is not your habit. When I started, I used to track a tiny thing. If I'm eating anything, a small thing, if I'm eating for or one carrot I'm eating, I'll add that. I used to add a small things there. Okay, so you try to add it, and gradually you will see how you changed your like healthy habits. So you try to add one habit for, like you try to add for breakfast. Maybe for a week you try to add for breakfast, and from next week you try to add for your lunch, like that. And eating a good food, you can try any fruits. You try for a week, you try one fruit. Next week you try dry fruit. You try to adopt one food at a time. Okay, for a week you try one food, and you will see you gradually you adopted everything.
Okay, thank you.
I think okay, thanks. Thanks Ravi. Anyone else have any other question? Or maybe you can share your journey, like you started losing weight but you could not, or you started tracking weight but or you understood this deficit but you cannot do it, like that. Anything you can share, I'll help you to understand more. Or you can chat, you can write in chat, I'll try to answer your question, because it is very important to understand. If you are eating right and healthy food, you will have a healthy lifestyle. Okay, you have seen my picture, how I used to look, and how I am now. So you can see how your food intake, uh, uh, whatever you're eating, how it affects your health, how it affects your life. You can know. So just let me know if I have any other question, or otherwise I will close this call. And anyone have any other question or anything, any suggestion, if you want to give anything? Okay. So next week I will talk about sleep schedule and how I adopted from night owl to how I became early riser, how I sleep around 9 o'clock, and how I wake up at 4 a.m. every day. because from my childhood I was like late night person. I thought it is not easy, or I thought I might not be a early riser person. That is I was thinking, because a lot of places you will see some people, you cannot change your habit. It is your lifetime. You are doing for 20 years, 30 years, you cannot change. You can change your habit. It is very easy. I changed my habit. From night owl I become early riser. I sleep at 9 o'clock. I try to maintain it before 10. I always try to sleep before 10. Sometimes like your cheat meals, sometimes I cannot sleep because of some issues or anything at my home, because we are humans, right? We will face a lot of issues in our life. So my baby is crying, or he wakes up in night, so we have to take care like that. So that time I don't wake up early morning, but I maintain it. It is not like I will be waking up late every day, but if I'm not waking up today, but I'll do it tomorrow. But I maintain it. I'm maintaining it. I started since last year, but it was not 4 o'clock, but I started from 9 o'clock, waking up at 9 o'clock till 4 o'clock. So it took some time. I think it took me around one year. Last 1 year, I'm trying to wake up around 4 o'clock. So it is very easy to change habit. It is not difficult. I will tell you how I change my habits. It is very easy. You have to think about one day at a time. You have to think gradually reducing your sleep time. And I will also share like how I sleep within 2 minutes, because that is very important. Since people generally they go to sleep, and they they can't sleep, right? Some Because I was that person. I was going for sleep. I could not sleep it for 2 years. Two hours, 3 hours. I will be lying down on bed. I will not be able to sleep, and it was very difficult. I'll moving around, moving around. I'll not sleep. But now for me, I just go to bed. Within 2 minutes, I will not know how I slept, and it will be morning. Okay, and once my alarm rings, I just wake up. I'll tell you tips and tricks how you can maintain this. It is very easy. It will take some time, but it is very easy. So next week we'll meet at same time. Till next week, you can try to adopt any these healthy things, because it will definitely help you. You might be in a very bad situation, or you might be not able to adopt anything, but don't worry, it is not difficult. You can direct message me on anywhere. I have added in group. It is not like you have to ask in group. You can message me personally. I will definitely help you. One person messaged me, uh, my friend, one of my friend, he messaged me and asked, he is doing intermittent fasting for last 10 years and he's not losing weight. The thing is, his active lifestyle is not good. Okay, he will be sitting for longer, and he is not tracking what he is eating. So these two things, if you are doing diet, if you are doing intermittent fasting, you are on diet but you are not losing weight, that means two things you are doing wrong. One is you are not active. You're not active enough. You're not burning more, and you're not burning more in the world. Any exercise you do, you cannot lose weight. Okay, anyone says I can make you lose your weight, it is just a myth. If you don't burn it, you will not lose weight. So I told him, you try to add what you are eating. So add everything. You try to know how much calorie you are eating, and adopt active lifestyle. It is not difficult. It is very easy. Every hour, go for 5 minutes walk. Take a just walk for 5 minutes. Otherwise you have a very bad health, very bad health. I was having type 2 diabetes at age of 31, and I recovered in 2 years. I recovered because I challenged myself to recover it without medicine. Okay, and it is not like you will not have these in years, or if you have these you don't change your lifestyle, it will be very bad for your health. Please, I tell you, I ask you, try to add these habits, try to maintain it. It is very easy. Once you adopt, you will thank me later, because no one was there to teach me. Otherwise it would not taken these two years for me. No one was there. I just learned everything from, I used to do a lot of research, how our body works, what is carbs, what is calorie. I was not knowing, 31 years age, I was not knowing what is calorie, why I'm not losing weight. I thought going gym only is the option, but no, I don't go to gym. I go for a walk. I am very active. I try to maintain 15,000, 16,000 steps. I did not gain my weight since 2 years. I lost only. Please, you follow these gradually. You will adopt it, and it will definitely help you. It will definitely. If you think adopting 5 minutes walk, how it is going to help, adopting having one apple, how it is going to help, you will see after one month or 2 months or 6 months, you will see you are on very better phase. So you add any one, only start with one habit. You add one habit at a time. Don't think about a lot of things. That's why I'm taking it weekly, so that you guys adopt any habit. And next time you come and you ask me or thank me, like you added these habits in your routine. Just add one habit for next week. Okay, add one habit. Please add one habit. You message me on group. You add one habit. You message me on group, or you message me personally. You adopted this habit. You see that how it changed your life. It will definitely, it will change your life. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. It was really nice session. I feel more energetic giving my life, how I did it, because I really want everyone to be healthy. It is not, I don't have any reason behind it, like I want to earn money or anything. It is not, that is not the reason. Because when I started telling my people, my friends, you adopt these habits, you try to add these things, and when they are facing issue, they try to discuss with me, and then I tell, okay, you don't directly jump to do this exercise whole week. You try it 1 week, okay, one day at a time, like that. They when they started, they saw the result. So you sometimes you might be stuck and you don't know why it is not happening, why you're not losing it. Just message me. I will try to help you, because I have been stuck for 2 years on these things, learning these things. It is very easy. Please, I'm asking you, just start going, adopting these things one at a time. You will definitely be on a better phase. Thank you so much for your time, guys. It is Sunday, and I think I took more time. Okay. So thank you so much. See you next time on sleep habits. Yeah. Hello.
Thanks, Ajay.
Hey, thanks, Ravi. Yeah, thank you. Bye bye. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye bye.